And welcome back to the Den for another session of Age of Oblivion for 7 Days to Die. And I have a guest here today. I have my friend Brien here.
Yo, how's it going?
He loves survival games, and so he's going to be commenting on this one. And by love, I mean hate.
Okay, I don't hate them. I just would rather watch like paint dry than experience them.
Well, you get a time-lapse watch paint dries. It's faster and sped up.
So yeah, I mean, that'll work.
Okay.
Hey, watching them could be entertaining, but participating in them is just awful.
All right. Well, let's try the watching part. So we're going to start the video now. And it's going to be sped up, as you can see. So feel free to ask questions, comments. Okay. I'm sorting inventory right now.
First thing. Okay, sorting inventory. Very exciting. Great, riveting content. I see that you have...
It's 500 speed.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I don't like these games. So you had mixed seeds and then separated seeds. Why are they...
Yeah, I still don't really use that bench at all. It was one of the first things you do for a mission, and then I'm like, I honestly... The creator made a farming mod, essentially, that he really loved. And that's the base of this game, but it actually is a sub part of it that you don't really have to pay attention to at all, for this mod specifically. Because I just don't even mess with the farming much. I just I make some random things. You plant seeds and that grows into the full things. But there's a lot of food you can make.
So is this that like Airbnb from the earlier episode? You've turned it more into like a fortress now? Is that accurate?
This is the Airbnb is across the street. This is actually the one I was chilling out while the Airbnb burned.
Okay.
I cleared it out.
I gotcha. So first off, did you pay for property damages?
Of course not. Who am I going to pay?
That's very, very rude. I saw back in your base, you had actually mailboxes here. So
I'm still in people's mail.
What? So that's a felony. Very not okay. We're going to have to report you there. But what type of mail do you find in the apocalyptic wasteland that...
Well, you're looking for magazines mostly, but paper is also useful.
Magazine, like magazine, like the paper magazines, not like ammo magazines.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you find ammo, that's great too. But you're looking for like paper magazines. That's how you learn to make stuff. Because clearly, magazines tell you how to make stuff.
Yep. Do you have a favorite magazine brand that you look for specifically?
Well, I am looking for ones that give me hammers or club abilities, because I club a lot, and forging, because I want to make forges and get that going. So you want things related to your skills, because that's how you get more points to craft. Mm-hmm. And this is Crack a Book. It's one of the better places for books, obviously. Although this is just a small store.
That would make sense. So this is like one of their franchises?
It's one of their small pop-up shop kind of things.
Gotcha. All of the vandalism I'm not super in love with. Like, you should be an upstanding citizen and you're kind of just committing crimes all around.
I didn't mean to destroy that box.
Wow, they got the magazines in the bathroom. That's very courteous and conscientious of them for their customers.
Yeah, exactly.
What else are you going to do in the bathroom?
You got to read. Exactly, yeah. It's a bookstore. You can take books into the bath. Some of them, I guess.
Can you drive the cars?
Yeah, some of them.
Okay.
Like, some of them are just set pieces. Usually the ones that look either very apocalyptic geared Mad Maxy are the ones you can drive, or they look nice.
Okay, what's the unicorn?
Not like this. What unicorn?
There was a unicorn back there. You ignored it, apparently.
I don't know what you're talking about, but maybe.
On the right side of the screen. Oh, you missed it. Past Kyle really dropped the ball. big white horse you could have been right. Okay.
Oh, there's a horse. Yeah, there's horses running around. You have to feed
imagine
them like
how much faster and easier it would be to transport your stolen goods if you were riding that
majestic
that
beast,
beautiful white horse. Yeah.
I mean, you're probably right. I probably should have. I haven't messed with like recruiting animals. Like I recruited a person once and they got killed the same night. My bad.
Did you kill them or
No, zombies did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't kill them.
Was it your lack of defenses that got them killed by the zombies?
Well, they were very aggro, and so they kept like attacking everything, and it was nighttime, and so they gathered a lot of zombies that I didn't want gathering. And I was busy trying to keep myself alive because of their...
So instead of taking care of the person who entrusted their livelihood to you...
I paid them, and they willingly worked for me. So it's on them.
Oh, so you blame the employees. So you're just like a corporate like overlord.
Well, that's my plan. I got to slowly build to that point.
Gotcha. Okay.
Who wants to be, if they reset things, who wants to be on the bottom? No, you want to be at the top.
That's very fair.
So there's a lot of delicious toilet water.
Yeah, I'm worried about how this bathroom is laid out.
Well, this is like a store. It's like a bathroom.
Oh, okay. That's
I don't know why
worried.
all the toilets are super dirty, though. It's like, it makes you wonder, it's like, what happened to these after...
And why do they have water in them? If it's like a store, they don't normally have running water in them.
I don't know. They wanted the realistic feel.
Yeah. So you could try them out on the showroom floor with, a bunch of other people watching you.
Hey, some people have no shame.
Apparently, that sounds like a nightmare to me.
Or social anxiety issues.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like... I think you would develop social anxiety issues if you tried that, let alone already having them and then trying to, use the can in front of a store full of people. That sounds awful.
But I mean, if it's the apocalypse and you gotta go, it's convenient. There's a bunch of toilets there.
That is true. No running water though. That place is gonna smell.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're kind of just dropping and going probably.
Yeah, but if you have to keep coming back here for you haven't cleared it out yet, you got to keep going get your resources. Ooh,
yeah, that's true.
That's not good.
Yeah, at that point you may just want to steal the one clean one in the back.
Yeah.
Also, toilets are a great source of water.
Yeah, so what is your weight limit here? Because it feels like you are just able to pick up an ungodly amount of things.
So it is, as you can see, my inventory, it's a space-based thing. So it's not really weight-based, at least in this mod.
Oh, interesting.
So once you fill so many spots, you start getting encumbered.
Okay. So that's a little bit different than some survival games, I suppose. Because normally it's just like a flat weight.
Those crates sometimes have good loot. Sometimes they spawn enemies. I'm kiting these rats that it summoned. And that's one of the people that you can hire over there fighting, I think. No, that's not. Never mind. That's a zombie beating on an animal. As they do. But the animals are invincible, so at least until you hire them, I guess. you take away their immortality from them? I don't know. But they're great decoys, because zombies will just sit there and beat on them instead of going after you. And that was an airdrop. Gotta get the airdrop goods.
Where did it come from?
From I don't know, the military. Somebody's dropping goods off randomly, hoping people.
So then I would just go find the military.
Yeah, but they're how am I going to be a corporate overlord with them? I got to start at the bottom with them. I want to go to the top.
But if you can show you're competent right now, look, guys, I got you a forward operating base. If you want to start taking over Gentle Grove,
they take it over. See, this is also...
You can like appoint me governor, right? And then like you're already jumping up there, and then they can give you troops, and then you just like become like a military.
But they tend to just take what they want. They're not gonna like work with you.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I still don't know how car keys work in this game, and I should have had a car by now. But I learned later how that works. Like that rickshaw, you can easily take those as long as it's not broken. Like, and same thing. There's like a derby car right here that I could have took if it's not broken. You have to like use a key to unlock it. So keys work universally in this game. Doesn't matter if you have a key, it opens.
Doesn't feel secure at all.
No, it's not. It's not.
Huh.
But
Hobo Heights apartments. That's where you should be living.
I don't know.
It's very interesting. Some of these buildings look to be in amazing shape, and then like next door, it's
burnt down.
A shithole. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. It's kind of weird like that. But hey, we're going back home. As you can see, the green bars. I put that up so I can see it from the distance, and I know my boundaries. That's
your build zone or something.
Like my build zone. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I realized that my build zone isn't actually fully covering my building, so I make a land claim block to fix that. Because part of the bottom is actually not covered, so meaning zombies can spawn down there.
Oh, that's awkward. Can zombies climb?
They can, but not well. They can't jump and grab a ladder like people can. So that's why you design ladders where you would jump and then you grab it.
Gotcha. And then
it just kind of sucks if you have a broken leg.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
that's what the adrenaline's for.
You just rub some stone on it and that'll fix it.
Or, sorry, not adrenaline. I think it's that injection in my inventory. It's a...
drugs.
It's not I think I accidentally placed that block. I think I clicked the wrong thing. That was probably what that was. Now I throw one up here, and that should cover the entirety.
So what did that block do?
It basically gives you claiming rights, so you can pick things up in that area. So like your workbenches and stuff you can pick up, and then it also zombies don't spawn in it. So if it's a POI. Which is point of interest, which is a building. So zombies won't spawn in my building, like random ones at least. Mm-hmm. And I killed all the ones that were there.
Sure. So as you're running around, I'm seeing that like some of the buildings, like it's just named, and then others are named with like that the multiple head, like zombie heads, that just like denotes difficulty.
Yes, or how many zombies there are is more or less what it translates to. If it has a lot of heads, there's a lot of zombies in there.
And do you get anything for killing the zombies?
I mean, you get XP.
Okay, there is an XP system.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the experience points let you buy perks. Like the leveling up, the skilling up to build better stuff is all magazine based, pretty much. Mm-hmm. But you also have perks that give you like, generally it's like whenever you swing a club, it costs less stamina, so you don't drain yourself swinging a club.
Seems good. Where did they come from?
And sometimes they drop loot. So
sure.
I think that one dropped a ton of loot. Good. There we go. Like, that's why you gotta get the burning club right away, because like the brightness settings in this game are a little wonky, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it rains out, it gets super dark. I hate dogs. I hate dogs so much. That's why I'm pulling out the gun to shoot the dog.
Seems like a wee bit of overkill.
Nope. Not for dogs.
Okay.
There have been many games where the only death I had was because of dogs.
You are a cat person, so that makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. I'm an animal person. I like all kinds. I don't judge. Ferrets are probably the coolest of all.
Ferrets.
Ferrets, yeah.
Huh.
They just stink. But I don't have a
Yeah,
good
yeah, they
smell,
do.
so it doesn't matter.
I feel like you would notice fairly fast.
Yeah, I lived with one. We had one growing up, so. It's still not nighttime, even though it's dark. It's because whenever it rains, it gets dark. That's just how this game works.
That's annoying.
Yeah, and see, once the rain lets up, it goes back to daytime.
Uh-huh. That's a fancy zombie.
Yeah. Well, this mod has a lot of unique enemies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a...
So do they
I
have
don't know.
different... Are there like... I assume there have to be like different quality zombies.
Yeah, they have different... Some of them will blow up. Some of them spit things out. Some are faster. So there's just some variations. And then there's a lot of... This mod has mutants and like weird insect creatures. Usually those are actually worse because they're flying, and flying things are annoying because you can't control their flight path. This is what we call stamina running, because I keep running out of stamina, so it's like I gotta pause, do some stuff while my stamina recovers, and then we can start running again.
Classic RPG mechanic.
That's one of those things I think it'd be easy to fix, but whatever. I think games are so stuck in their way, sometimes they don't modernize.
Well, no, it's got to be realistic, Kyle. You can't just run forever. So of course you get tired if you're running. Yeah.
But this mod does let you get access to cars pretty fast. Again, had I known how the system worked, I would have had a car by now, probably. But if I ever do another playthrough of this mod, I know how it works. And you'll see it later in the videos, like how you do it. It's pretty simple, actually. You just kind of gotta get lucky. Although, once you get enough keys, it's not really luck. It's just how many cars do you have to open before one isn't broke.
So what are you building towards right now? Or are you just looking for loot?
Mostly just getting random goods and bullets and better weapons, better armor, which is mostly mats to try to build towards that. Sure. And food and water stash. Like you want to get... This one since it's a food mod, you tend to have a lot more food and stuff like that. Which is good. Because I want to get that going. And then I want to be able to build without having to like... rely on going out and finding food. It's like, no, I have a giant stash of food in my in my boxes, so I'm good. So we're winding this episode down. As you look at the time in the top left, it's 27. That's midnight, and then we'll go to 1, 2, 4 a.m. is technically the end of night. So it is 2200 to 4 is night. And that's where zombies tend to be faster and a little scarier in at least the early game. Late game, it's not as bad. It's just hard to do a lot of stuff outside just because they keep spawning and attacking you. It's like, leave me alone. I'm trying to do something out here.
You're missing a door. Seems like a tactical defensive overlaps right there.
I took out all the doors. Although this one it's a builder. It was never finished, so it had less walls and stuff to destroy, so it's actually going to be easier.
Like, doors create choke points, which will, tactically make it easier for you not to have your intestines ripped out.
Well, they can't get up here. Like, they can't get upstairs right now. They can only... Even downstairs is blocked off.
Okay.
So I took care of that day, too. If you watch that
I feel like redundancy in defense, in depth in defense is very important. Just because they can't get up there now.
It's fine.
You're
except for flying
you're playing fast and loose with your one life to live. I assume, of course, you're playing this as a professional. So, it's true hardcore. If you die, you restart, Kyle, right?
I mean, to be fair, I only have much, much later one death. Kind of my fault, kind of not my fault.
Oh, okay.
But I get a good ways before it actually happens. So at this point, the run's legit, and I didn't use the cheapo starter thing either, because the game starts with like this power up that you can consume, and like for your first 11 levels, you're like buffed, like you do crazy extra damage, and you don't have, or your health is
like makes the
400. Yeah, so, and you don't I don't think your water and food drops at all for that time. So you basically just stockpile food, and we're like, I don't have to eat anything at the moment.
That seems useful.
Yeah, no,
I wish I could do that in real life.
I mean, it'd be pretty handy.
Yeah, just not have to eat for a while would be great.
I mean, I like eating though too, though.
Yeah, I know, it's great. It's my favorite thing.
So it's like one of those. It's kind of like sleep. I wish I had the ability to sleep if I wanted to, but I didn't need to.
Yeah.
Because there's times you want to sleep, but there's sometimes you're like, you know what? I actually want to get stuff done, and I don't want to sleep.
Yeah. Gain so much more time.
I know, exactly. You'd have so much more time to do stuff. But then if you're like feeling sick and crappy, then you can like just go to sleep. And I will wake up 3 days from now. See you then.
Just hibernate for a little bit.
That is the end. So what'd you think for the first live viewing?
It's not bad. I somewhat deplore these types of games, but they are entertaining to watch other people play because I don't have to do the grind. Someone else grinds for me, and then I just get to watch them,
beat on walls at 3x speed.
Yeah, or create cool things, or get their heads ripped off because they didn't see the zombie to their left.
Well, talking about creating cool stuff, that is the next day where we are going to create some cool stuff. So stay tuned for the next day, day 5. I think this is day 4. Yeah. What's that?
Boom segue.
Boom segue. Thanks for watching, and thank you for being on here with me, Brien.
Anytime.